When it comes to DAP party, there seems to be a little trouble in paradise. I say this because there's a nasty rumor in circulation that Governor George Natembeya wants over to take the party leadership from Eugene Wamalwa. In fact, here are some of the statements Natembeya has been saying in regards to this alleged takeover.
Saizi mimi nafanya kazi kama governor. Of course tuko na other ambitions. If Kenyans want me to take over, to take up other responsibilities, mimi niko tayari sana. Na mimi nafikiri miaka yote ambayo nimekuwa kwa serikali imekuwa inani prepare for something to give back to Kenyans now. I'm giving back to Trans Nzoia and I can translate that to the Kenyan nation. Ile mambo mnasikia kelele kidogo kwa chama cha DAP is about wala ambao wa conservative na wala ambao wanataka kuwa liberal, wala ambao wanataka kurebrand chama ili chama isikuwe labda ni ya magharibi peke yake, kuanza kuwa na other voices, because politics is just about Western Kenya. So hiyo ambayo ndio challenge tuko nayo, wala ambao wanataka chama kikae vile kilivyo, na wengine wote ambao tunasema hapana, waje tufungue milango kwa watu wengine pia waingie kwa chama, tuipanue, because we believe DAP iko na potential. The party does not belong to me, or does not belong to the party leader. The party belongs to the people. Sindio, kuna wanachama, kuna party structure.
Now Natembeya is both right and wrong at the same time, and in this video we look into why that's the case. And so with no further ado, let's get after it. Now on the point of opening up DAP party to others, I fully agree with Natembeya, simply because the entire upper echelon of DAP party are not only Luyas, but they are Luyas coming from a single sub-tribe called Bukusus. This is a party that people even in Nyeri know about it. They've heard about this party. People in Lamu have heard about this party. But when you look at the leadership of the party, it doesn't evoke a nationalistic type of structure. Just listening to Cleophas Malala exposing the same.
Angalia chama ambayo imekuja hapa juzi ya DAP, wanasema ati ndio chama cha Mluya. Ningependa kutofautisha vitu mbili. Iko tofauti ya Mluya kusema chama cha Mluya na ni chama ama chama cha Mbukusu. Sababu ukiangalia chama, party leader wake Eugene Wamalwa kutoka Trans Nzoia, ako na deputy wawili. Deputy party leader wake George Natembeya kutoka Trans Nzoia. Mbukusu. Deputy party leader wa pili ni wa Munyinyi Mbukusu. Secretary General ni Eseli Mbukusu. Yule mzee Noah Wekesa, yeye ni Mbukusu organizing secretary. Nyinyi watu wa Kakamega mko wapi kwa hiyo chama jamani?
In fact, the only non-Bukusu that I know in DAP is Senator Ken Babu, the DAP national youth leader. All else ni Wabukusu. So how then can you sell such a party beyond Bungoma and Trans Nzoia? It's impossible. Let them on board Kikuyus, let them on board Merus, let them on board Kalenjins, na hata kukue na mtu kutoka Coast Region, hata tukue na mtu from Northern. You know, when you go to a place and you see that there is variety, you also feel welcome. Hata kama ni kanisa, ukienda kanisa uone hii kanisa iko na Waluya, iko na Wakamba, iko na Wakale, iko na Mzungu, iko na mtu ametoka Spain, you get to see that okay, everybody is welcome here. But when you go and you just find one group, even if they are welcoming na si watu wabaya, you kind of feel like, hey, hii chama ama hii kanisa si mahali yangu sana, because even the language being used you won't understand. Now that's that. On the flip side, here's where I don't agree with Natembeya. If he wants to expand the party, he should raise those issues internally. Because politically speaking, anytime you hear somebody raise private issues in public, it is because they have an agenda. And in this case, Natembeya's agenda is as follows. Number one, he wants to open up the party so that he can jump pack it with delegates and cruise his way to party leadership, all while installing his loyalists in key party positions. You know, it's always easier to do a hostile takeover of a party than starting from scratch and having to launch a new party. Even some of these major companies, this is what people do. Mtu anaingia kwa kampuni akiwa na 20% shares. They look for a shareholder ambaye anakaa kona mashida, anauzia 8% stake yake. Now he's at 28%. Anakaa kidogo, anatafuta mwingine ako na 12, ananunua hiyo, anafika 40%. The moment this fellow reaches 51%, unasikia amefuta CEO, amefuta board, amefanya hii na hii, restructure the party around him, because now he has full control. If Eugene Wamalwa opens the floodgates, the party could become diverse. It is a possibility, but a hostile takeover can also not be ruled out. Unajua wanasemanga, if you live by the sword, you die by the sword. Mtu kama Wamunyinyi, he tried to overthrow Wetangula in Ford Kenya, and he's the one who actually started DAP, akaachia Eugene. Now, despite him hiding in number 2 position, could it be that this is karma coming his way, in that a popular person like Natembeya is coming to do a hostile takeover kwa chama ambayo imeanzishwa na mtu ambaye aliorchestrate hostile takeover in Ford Kenya. That is food for thought. Now the second reason why Natembeya could be doing this is because he wants to vex Eugene Wamalwa, so much so that they willingly kick him out of the party. You know, that of course will give him enough wiggle room to go and form his own party or join whatever outfit makes sense for him. But even more important, he leaves with a sob story. You know, a tactician, hata akitaka kuenda, atafanya wewe umfukuze. You will do the work for them. They bring chaos, unachoka na yeye unafukuza. But that was the end goal. So that as he leaves with a sob story. Waliona ni kama anaweza kuwa kiongozi kwa hii nchi, hawakufurahia hiyo, wakanifukuza. The same way Ruto pia alikuja na sob story. Wao ni dynasty, baba yao alikuwa kitu, mimi baba yangu si kitu, na ndo maana hawataki kunipea. Watu wakanunua hiyo story. So it's a catch-22 situation. You keep Natembeya in the party, he continue pushing his expansionist ideas so that he can take over from within. You get rid of him from the party, he rides on that sob story to go and annex the voter base hapo kwa ground to himself. What do you do with such a person, especially if you're in opposition na hauna pesa ya kumlipa atulie? The same way Murkomen could have visited him and told him, bwana, here is 4 point something, we kuja utuunge mkono. Let's see how the party leader Eugene Wamalwa handles this issue, and also how the internal disputes resolutions committee and so on go about this situation. Now that's just my take, guys. Do drop your own comments in the comment section below and I'll do my best to read them and to give you a response. Do you think Natembeya is right to ask for expansion within DAP? Does he have an agenda there? Or is he just creating chaos so that he can be kicked out to go on and do his own thing? Do drop me your own comments. I'll do my best to read them and to give you a response. In the event you're here for the first time, please go on and hit the subscribe button. And if you're watching for a different platform, just head on over to YouTube, search for Davidwafula. Hit the subscribe button. You're going to be getting a ton of content of this nature. If politics is something you're passionate about, this is definitely the one channel that you really need to subscribe to. Alright guys, adios. Thank you for choosing Davidwafula as your primary news platform. We put countless hours in research, recording, and editing. By showing up each and every day to watch our videos, you encourage us to generate more videos for the viewers. We are on a mission to inform, educate, and build a better tomorrow. To our thousands of followers in a world full of presidents, kings, and queens, you are the real gem. Adios.